Our Highline Voices, 106.5 KQWZ LP FM. Connecting Highline and our region. Share your story. Our Highline Voices, history, cultural heritage, art, performances, contemporary, pop culture. We are very motivated to provide a vibrant community museum and authentic social gathering place. It truly takes a village to raise a museum. Despite the challenges, our daily inspiration is our eagerness to build a stronger and more connected community. This museum is from the community to the community. Our passion is for our visitors to have access to a broad spectrum of information sources and cultural perspectives. Our Highline Voices.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back today. And we do have a very special guest. I know that I do say this often. It's because to me, everyone is special. I'm going to let Tania introduce herself and kind of let us know a little bit more about who she is. But once again, this is just as a reminder that why are we doing this work is so we can be inclusive, we can reach out more people, and it's just extending the mission of the museum. And now, I'm just going to let Tania introduce herself. So, Tania, tell us a little bit who you are, your name, and who you are, in general.
Well, thank you, Nancy, for having me. This is such an honor. And the Highland Heritage Museum. It's an honor to be here. Who's Tania Hino? So professionally, I'm known as Tania Hino. The last name is Japanese, and that's why it's Hino, not Hino in Espanol. But my full name is Tania Aleli Hino Gonzalez. So that means that I take my mom's last name and my father's last name, and it's everything part of me, and I honor all of it, and I got married and kept all my names because that's my identity. I am from Mexico, from Guerrero. And for those people that don't know, Guerrero is, I always say, I am from the capital of Guerrero, Chilpancingo, right next to Acapulco. So I am from there, and I am an immigrant to the U.S., like many children of immigrants. It was not by choice. It's because your parents are looking for a better future in their minds, so then we came to the U.S. That's a little bit about my heritage. My person, who I am, is a fighter. I want things to be easier for Latine people and other people than it was for me, especially immigrant people. And I'm in a constant advocacy. I'm always advocating for especially Latina women that identify female, because it is not only hard to be an immigrant, it's 3-4 times harder to be a Latina immigrant woman, and to find identity and to find roots in this country, away from what you call home in your Latin American country. And that's a little bit about me.
She's being humble. She's amazing in many different ways. And we've known each other for many years, and throughout the years, it's been amazing to be witness of her journey in a professional level, but also in a personal level. We are moms. We got teenagers. We were pregnant at the same time at one point.
Yay!
And so we do have a lot of years of knowing each other. But the one area that really, I think, is empowering and inspiring is how she provides that care to the community. And like she just mentioned right now, women, being Latina in the country, what that means. And she is part of this beautiful organization, Somos Mujeres. And then I know that she probably does way more than what she's going to be sharing today with us. But tell us a little bit about the organization, Somos Mujeres. I know that there's a big group. There's a lot of love behind that. There's a lot of care and on the values of community and how and why is that important?
So the magical Somos Mujeres Latinas in Washington. And so how this started was with just one simple symposium organized in 2 months with a immigrant woman like me thinking of connecting Latinas and families and eager to teach people and be like, oh my gosh, how do you want to teach, but you're like, there's no way to teach or educate or empower our communities unless I feel connected. And then that's when I met Guillermo Carvajal at, it used to be Norgay Elementary School, and now it's called James Bowen Elementary School. Is powerful, and Somos Mujeres Latinas had a little bit to do with that as well in changing the name. So what it is, the Somos Mujeres Latinas was just a symposium every year, and then it was transformed into a nonprofit with the help of many, many volunteers. We are all volunteer Latinas that want to find roots and establish long roots for our generations to come. And so the mission of Somos Mujeres Latinas is to connect, number one, to educate and empower Latinas in Washington. And during the pandemic, it not only became Washington, it became worldwide, because we were able to reach many people, and the aunts and the grandmas and the great grandmas and the godmother of the Latinas that are here, that you need to come. And so we started with 84 Latinas coming to the first symposium. It's all for free, free of charge. We offer food, we offer amazing, it's like a connecting area of networking and loving, and we're here to take care of you. That's a day to care for you and learn about the power you carry, or the power of other Latinas. And then it reminds you, oh my gosh, I'm powerful. I'm Latina. I'm powerful. So the first symposium was in 2014 with 84 Latinas. And people will say, no, they're going to come and drop out their kids because we offer childcare too. They're going to drop out their kids and go to the Norgay Mall. And I said, if they will come, it's okay. People are eager to connect. So they did. And last symposium, that it was our 9th symposium, not counting the pandemia, that when we offer COVID relief fund. So we use all the money that we fundraise to do the symposium, and we offer all the Latinas that have participated in the different symposiums over the years help, a little hand with rent or funerals or medical attention, that they didn't have legal paperwork. And so we would just call every single woman with the volunteers and see, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? So the last symposium, the 9th symposium, we had 311 women, Latinas, all in Spanish, all free of charge, and it's all organized by all volunteer Latinas. So it's organized by Latinas for free for Latinas, because there's so many symposiums out there that empower Latinas or Latinx, Latine, but it's a symposium in English or education in English. It's nothing like reaching and having a day all in Spanish. The power to having everything in Spanish is so powerful and beautiful, and the tears and the laughters, it's just magical. So that's what we do. And we offer scholarships now, so women can continue educating themselves or learning about anything they need, labor-wise or educational-wise. And we also offer workshops, and they're all for free. And we just listen to the Latinas, and they let us know what they want and need. And we have offered anything from your sexuality to all the way to how to, invest in yourself, how to set up your own business, anything, really, anything. So it's incredible. It's incredible. I just feel so privileged to be around so many powerful Latinas.
I think that one of the most basic human needs that we all have is the need to connect.
Yes.
the need to feel that we belong somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're an immigrant and you like, I'm not from here, I'm not there any longer, meaning like the place or country that you come from, is where do we belong? Where is home?
Mm-hmm.
And then home, a lot of the times, is a really tricky question to answer, because what is home?
Mm-hmm.
But when you have children next to you, when you are bringing and growing as a family, the need to have a community is so basic, and then the need to don't feel so isolated, not feel
Mm-hmm.
like you are part or just really someone that don't belong in a community or in an area. As a pleasant feeling to feel. And so the idea of not only as that is in Spanish, but also that is for women, because also historically how women has been treated throughout history, regardless of the location or place, historically. And then so you're crossing generations, you're crossing locations, you're crossing genders, and the ramifications of what that comes. So when you use the term powerful, one of my favorite, I have a lot of things, but one of my favorite values, I guess, that I see as a woman is wild woman. It's just embracing and not being a tame woman, being there to be respected, to be valued, to be honored, and to for us to nurture and cultivate and protect our little ones in our family and bring into femininity. This might be a different topic that I want to concentrate more on the projects that you do. But one topic, maybe not this round, but maybe another round, that I would like to talk to you about, that is something that's happened recently about, and you talk a little bit on that sexuality component, like this masculine energy
Mm-hmm.
versus feminine energy,
Mm-hmm.
and what that means when it comes to you're a single mom. You're going to be bringing the masculine energy into what you do. When you're at work, you bring the masculine energy to lead and to take charge in specific situations. But when you're in a family format, you need to bring that feminine energy, which is caring and nurturing and protecting, and that energy that is all about to cultivate and to foment love.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like lately I've seen more and more that this connection between, you had to feel empowered and empowerment, in the sense that you had to bring your masculine energy to feel that you got control over things. So it's a topic that I would love to dive in. I know this is not the time for it, but I would love to really concentrate on that element. Going back to you and who you are and what you do, it's beautiful to witness that, to witness the work that you do. And it's not just a one-time deal, but that you're doing it annually, that you are inspiring people around you, and then hopefully that the same energy and love and care that you're giving, that the people who are receiving it, they can continue to extend that to other people. And so I think that you start small, and as you saw, you already mentioned some numbers. It's 80 people or so in the beginning. Now you're into the 300 people, and so it is a need for that, and you cultivating it. There are other things that makes you, and you are interesting in many ways, because you have this interesting balance of family and also serving the community while respecting yourself and your passions, what you're passionate about. It's not just serving the community and just do one action. I mean, you do it in many different ways and formats. And for me not to bring, I would like to hear from you, what are the other ways that you serve in the community?
That's a loaded question. But I just want to touch a little back into what you said about femininity and masculinity. I think we all have the feminine and masculine energy in our beings, and we center a lot our energy into that. Masculine is power in making money and leading. And I just want to make sure that what men have the energy, female energy of caring too, and men energy have the energy of caring as well, and women have the energy of leading and power as well. But we have defined power very, very wrongly in our society. It's not about hurting people or being on top of people or being on the backs of people. It's about leading with compassion and love. And all the things I do with this Somos Mujeres Latinas and known as SML, for those people that are not bilingual in Spanish, it's easier to digest SML. I would not be doing this if there was not tons of amazing, powerful Latinas that care, and the amazing men that believe that we should continue connecting. Because I believe that when women are well connected and know how to balance love, connection of power, and connection of giving and caring for themselves, our system is much better. When women are educated in all verses of loving and leading, our country, our nation, our little city, our little town is much better. It's better for our economy. It's better for all of us. And I think that's the thing that we do. We have a definition of power very wrongly, that we have to control people. That's not a control. It's learning how to be empowered yourself on how to own your own energy. And you mentioned that a little bit, Nancy, about how do I balance all the things that I do, not only volunteering with Somos Mujeres Latinas, how do I do my full-time job, I'm a caring mom, and how do I manage my energy with my partner, and how do I still have fun with my friends and laugh, and how do I take care of myself, right? And what I say is loaded, because I have to be like what you are doing here, magical, amazing job that you're doing with this Highline Heritage Museum, is that it's kind of like you're working with what your energy has, and you have to be an artist to learn to say no to things that don't give you energy. Mm-hmm. And so I know when I need to take care of myself and rest. And I know that there's some energies that are going to suck your energy, and it's not going to give you energy to give back. So I know how to stay. It looks like I say yes to a lot of things, but I only say yes to those things that give me energy back, so I can continue doing what I'm doing. But I balance that really well. And some things will have to give in, like some of my dinners at home that I love having dinners with my family and love cooking, that had to give in. I could not do a PhD, do work, volunteer as Somos Mujeres Latinas, and do my story times and all the other stuff I do without something giving in. And that was something that could give in for a minute, and then you can reclaim it back. But if I wanted to be my authentic self and really be who I needed to be for my community and myself, I needed to be good enough for my children and my partner for now, and then later I can take that back. So that's how I look into it. I'm good enough. I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to do everything right, because people that know me, I don't do everything right. But it's just finding that balance of understanding that you're good enough as you are.
It's an interesting term when you say good enough. I think that to me is like, you're worth it. It's a statement. It's I don't know. To me it's a statement. You are worth it. Period. Yeah. I am in the vibe right now that if you let me talk, I'll spend the whole time talking about the fierce, fiery spirit of women and how they are so powerful in so many ways. And it's all about no being good enough. Mm-hmm. It's all about, no, you're worth it, and you're right there. And once again, you're here to be valued, you're here to be respected, you're here to be seen, and not be contained by the boxes that the gender differences might contain you in. And so, like I say, I'm very passionate about that. I'm passionate about keeping my feminine energy, meaning knowing and that I don't have to compromise my tender side, but I do when it's time to battle, when it's time to push it, when it's time to enforce things. Absolutely, bring it on. I'll punch you in the face. I'll kick you in your butt, and right, I'll kick you and whatever. But it is about the idea of cherishing on strength and recognizing and being humble in our weaknesses. for us to learn the lessons that whatever comes our way out there. As for you, you are you're incredible. I mean, you're right. She's just finished her PhD while volunteering, while working full time, while having a beautiful, gorgeous family, three. I got two boys and one girl and her husband. And then all the different socio-economical factors that you play with it too, which we are not. I'm just gonna let you guide the conversation in that regard. But the idea right now is about you, so Tania, what makes you you, and then also the things that sparks you as a human being. You already tapped into the work that you do with the organization, and then how you share the light, the power, the energy in that group. You share with us right now on how you balance health. I think that self-care is interesting. Not too long ago, there was this interview that I did, and it was kind of summarizing what I do in one day, and I wasn't sure if it was something that was healthy or not, because are we celebrating overworking? Are we celebrating the fact that it's okay, you have to work 14 hours a day just to do, is that normal? Is that okay? And that one is like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm proud of the work that I do. And I screwed up every 5 seconds. So yes, even with that, I'm learning my lessons. But the idea of how we over celebrating the people that just work too much without taking care of themselves. And so you tap a little bit into that with how you do take care of you and bring balance to your days. And some things give in, some things you reclaim it back. And it's just a constant battle or balance on giving while taking care of you. Go on.
Well, for so long, being taking care of yourself and loving yourself and taking day to rest. I mean, just rest, like just sleep, just do nothing, just crash your belly, whatever you please on doing. It for women and maybe for men as well. And I haven't tapped into that as much. But it's shown like, oh, you're selfish if you sleep in, if you don't get up and cook for your family, if you don't do this, you don't do that. For women especially, like when you are working, for me, it's like I constantly have to hear, is my boy okay? Are they taking right choices? Who's here? Who missed class? And all these things. But what I learned very quickly in life, growing my kids and helping my partner and my partner helping me, is that I had to schedule my time off. Me, not wait for my partner to tell me you need to rest, not wait for my body to be so exhausted that I can't function, or not waiting for my body to be like screaming, take me to the doctor, not me having a panic attack, not me, shaking or, you really need to listen to your body constantly. And for example, today, so if today I woke up early and my body says I need to rest before my next appointment, I will take a nap. If I take a nap at my house, good. And I put the alarm and I go take a nap. If I need to take it in my car, I will do that. But I will listen to my body in that moment instead of going to get another shot of coffee to wake me up. I listen to my body at that moment and I'm like, nope, my body is telling me I need to rest. My body's tired. And that's what I do. It's like constantly schedule. Today is going to be spa day. And I'll go for a whole day and just do that and let my family handle it. And be like, I will let my partner know you will figure it out. I don't need to cook a whole prepared meal so that my partner, no, okay, you'll figure out. If it's pizza day, it's pizza day. If they're going to eat junk food that day, it's okay. They will be okay. So that's the kind of breaks I give myself as woman, and I schedule it. I go every year, I go to a 10-day silent retreat. They're like, oh no, but I can't leave my partner. I can't leave my children. What if? But what if I don't take care of me, what is it I want to teach my children? And the woman that work with me and beside me and my friends, what do I want to tell myself, my old version of me? What I want to say is, no, you can care for yourself. You can take time for yourself and be silent and just be in the moment. And then you'll recharge and start new again. And what happens is that when I do that 10-day meditation retreat, I recharge my body. It's like taking your car to the oil exchange. Like you change the oil so your car functions better. That's what I do with my body. I go reset my body, come back. I'm a better mom, better wife, better, whoever's going to be around me. I'm a better person because I'm taking care of my body and my mind. And I will go to therapy if I feel like I need therapy to process things. And I will also exercise. Oh gosh, I love walking. And I do weightlifting because for women, the first thing that goes is the bones and the balance. So I go and do weights. So you asked me about the PhD, Nancy. And when I was doing the PhD, I had a hip surgery too. And I said, the first thing that happens with me and when I get anxious about complying with the white supremacy, about, achieving. And what I did, I said, you know what? I can take care of my body weight-wise and study and finish this. So I said, you know what? You need to eat whatever you want. I was going to say whatever what you want. I did. You're going to eat whatever you want. And we'll deal with your weight when you're done with this. And exactly. I finished defending my dissertation, got, passed. And I said, okay, sugar and bread out and walking. And that's what I did. And I was, not to exaggerate, I was 147 pounds, like in this tiny little body of mine. Love my tiny body, by the way. And then now, 3 months later, 20 pounds less because sugar, bread, and exercise. And that's how I reclaim my power of my energy. So that's how I do that in caring for myself, because caring for ourselves is not selfish. Caring for ourselves is showing the world that it's not about just producing. It's about caring for your own body and self-love, because nobody's going to give you that love. No one.
And what I like about you is that, once again, you use those same values and how you present yourself, and not just for you, but also with the people that you work with. And then you pass the same messages to all Latina women, which I don't know, stereotypes. What does that mean? It's like some people, how's your temper? Are you really more explosive? Are you, then parts of me to say, yeah, I think we are. I mean, we are loud at times. I think all women are, if you let them. I mean, who hasn't met a mom who has not been mad at the kid and is exploding? Then I think that stereotypes are dangerous, a dangerous thing to go through. But Latina women, I mean, there is this idea that we are more spicy in food and more spicy in character and temperament, that we are more troublemakers, and that we kind of, we are not as mellow as they want us to be, but at the same time, we are really sweet and tender and loving and nurturing. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we have the right to even make a call on that one, because the two of us are Latinas. So I don't know how people perceive us. I don't know how they see us. I don't know how, it will be normal to the two of us and then have fun.
Yeah.
Maybe from the outside, they might actually identify the differences. As for me, I don't see them. But as we have a temper, I think we do. I think we all humans do, not just us Latinas. But I do believe that we like the other day, last year actually, we were celebrating the Women's International Day, and we have two events. One was with the International Breast Committee, and it was beautiful to celebrate different backgrounds, ethnicities into the space. And then we have another program where with a different group, and they were all Latina women. And oh my goodness, the difference. The difference. It was similar format in their space. We bring them in. But oh my goodness, I mean, all the way from how they dress with heels and tie skirts and lots of hair doing. And I was like, I forgot that that there was going to be all in Spanish and all. And we were more loud. And so the other group were more quiet and smiley, and it just, more easy. As for us, it was like this spiciness, this spark, this movement, this, okay, what do we do next? And so it is beautiful to introduce ourselves to each other. Like in the work that you do, it's great to be able to incorporate ourselves in this culture. There's a multicultural culture. It's not just a one format. There's a multicultural, because we get influenced by so many things all around us all the time. Yeah. And then being able to raise a family in a way that hopefully allows the opportunities and experiences to foment kindness and compassion and empathy and that. Tell me, our time is limited now. We got a few more minutes. That the time flies really quickly.
Yes.
But tell me a little bit more about, I don't know, any other special project that I know that recently we reconnected through a recording. I don't know if you want to talk about that, or you want to talk about your story time. Do you want to talk about any other topics that you think is relevant?
So, yes, we reconnected. Nancy and I reconnected because I interviewed Nancy with my co-host Peter Black Garcia for a project that I started doing my dissertation when I started learning that oral stories are so important. It's not just reading stories. And so there was not enough stories about our Latine communities and our leaders out there. And there's all these leadership books about a European descendant. And I just want to make sure that our Latine were center. And so Peter and I started this podcast called Adelante Leadership Podcast, centering our Latine. And Latine is just kind of like Latinx, but it sounds better in Spanish, Latine. It's just including all our genders because the Spanish language is so genderalized, female, male, and there's different ways of identifying your identity. And that needs to change. So I interview Peter and I interview Nancy, and that's one of the projects. We're in our third season. So excited and so many amazing. Every time we interview, even though we're so tired because Peter's busy, I'm busy doing all these things that we do for paying so that we can, sustain our family. And every time I finish these interviews, it's just it's like coffee to my veins. It's like energizing of wonderful, amazing people that are out there that are doing incredible work in the world. And the other thing is that I love playing with children, and I love doing early education and the art of loving reading, because libraries are my happy place. Because in Mexico there was only bookstores, there was no libraries back when I was a child. So I always like smelling books. I love reading and I love smelling books. Brand new books is like So I love storytelling. So I do storytelling in the public libraries now. I'm going for my oldest son is 19. So I started when he was 2 years old. So I've been doing that forever and love doing that. But the most exciting part is that we're celebrating our 10-year symposium, our 10-year anniversary. I'm so excited. And we're going to open up the symposium for 500 ladies. 500 Latinas in one room. La fiesta, the laughter, the loudness will be okay to be loud and to dress as you wish. Because yes, going back to you, Nancy, yes, we are loud, but we can all be loud. And there's an amazing therapy called screaming, Yes, it's true. It's true. It's therapy. Screaming is therapeutic. Not screaming at somebody, but screaming. And the laughter that hurts your tummy and it hurts your jaw, that's therapeutic. It is very therapeutical, and it helps with your vagus nerve. It helps with your anxiety. It helps with all these things. And we don't do it enough. And when we go to restaurants and I'm with my Latinas and we're laughing so loud, everybody's looking at us like, inside voice, inside voice. We're laughing, we're enjoying ourselves. Yeah. We're curing our nerve, we're activating our vagus nerve. That's what we all need to do. And dancing is good too, right? And it heals trauma, laughter, screaming, dancing, it heals trauma. So we all need to do it. We've been hearing for so long, inside voice, but it's only in the library, I think, inside voice. Everywhere, just be ourselves, right? Not being mean or disrespectful, but just being. It's so hard for me because I'm half Japanese, half Mexican, but I'm so loud. My husband goes, I thought I was marrying a Japanese, and I'm like, yeah, no, I like fiestas and I like being loud and I do like screaming. So here and there I'll scream, not at anyone, but my kids will know I will scream. But I say, I'm healing myself, and it's who I am. It's really who I am. I'm not gonna offend you, but it's who I am, and it's okay. It's good enough. Yeah.
No, that's yeah. I mean, that's about expression and releasing that. You can sing too. You can. In my case, I like punching bags. Like I'm a punching bag here in the office, and so yes, it's great when I can like just scream when I'm punching. It feels amazing. But no, this is good. So just to close it up with that topic on your podcast, so you're going into your third season.
Yes, we started our third season already.
Okay, and how many episodes do you have per season?
Well, the last season, the first season we had 13. It's a magical number 13 in our Mexican culture. And then on the second season, I think I want to say 29 or 30 episodes.
Wow.
And we're keeping it every other week now because it's intense. But it's just so beautiful, it's magical. And this season we're doing had to like just interconnect and tie up our old culture and elders' knowledge with youth knowledge. And that's what we're focusing on this season. How do we connect both so we become stronger, wiser together? And we had the great idea to interview our moms. And so we interview our moms, and it was glorious to learn all what we have forgotten that we have learned from them and what we have decided to not keep reproducing, right? So it's magical. It really is. Yeah.
No, that's Peter is wonderful. You're wonderful. And I would like to invite everyone to listen to the recordings. And if you just want to share how they can find you, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, you can find us in Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also in our website. And it's called adelanteleadership.com. And when you go into Spotify, you can look for Adelante Leadership Podcast and you'll find it. And same thing for Apple and in Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn too. Yeah, we're everywhere. Nice. Yeah, it's exciting. Yes.
Nice. Have you you do both in English and Spanish?
Yes.
You do the bilingual format. Do you think that your interviews and things, and I know they are, I'm just trying to see if it's a little bit more that I can get out of you. The impact on the people that they listen to these interviews. I know that you provide a big impact, and I'm just wondering, have you have any specific experience or memory of someone that is just like you had that humble moment. It was like, whoa, this is something special.
Yes. Actually, many moments. But the one time, and why we decided to do some episodes in Spanish, because somebody called me crying. They sent me an email first in our website, and then gave them my number, and then as soon as they heard my voice, they started crying and said, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I knew we were powerful. I know we were powerful, but I did not know how powerful we were actually are, and how much impact our community is, because our TV shows that we are only serving people, house cleaning or babysitting or doing the farm, or doing things like that, but we are that, and it's an honorable job, but we are so many other things." And I said, yes. And can you do at least one episode in Spanish per season? Can you just like one? I said, we can do better than that. We can do it once, every other episode. We can do it once a month. I said, yes, thank you so much for calling. And it's just, and every time somebody, no matter how powerful the Latina leader is, every time they tell their story and they know other people are going to hear it, they're like, thank you so much for centering Latina community. Thank you so much for doing that. And I'm like, but we are getting the energy. Like, we are getting all this energy. Like, we're learning so much from all of you. But it's just beautiful to have platforms where our Latina community can hear themselves more than serviture, that we are hardworking, but we are also amazing leaders, not only in our homes, in the public sector, everywhere. We're everywhere. And I think just knowing that we are everywhere, it gives power to our youth to know that, yes, I can be a leader. I can be a politician. Yes, I can be an attorney. Yes, I can be a doctor. And yes, I can be a book writer. And I can be a singer. Or I can be an artist and be a leader too. Yes, I can do that. So that's just incredible. I think that is fascinating. So that was just one testimonial that we got that was random, that didn't know me, that was like dear to my heart, like, because I hear from people that I know, but to hear from somebody random and get that reaction is just beautiful. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you for asking, Nancy.
No. Thank you for coming here today and to be able to share a little bit about what you do and who you are, and share your light and your magic out there into the space, whoever is watching us and hearing us. No, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to provide the space and to open and to share with us. I think that the word powerful or power is such an interesting one, because it's not about, like Tania said, it's not who's on top of it or who can dominate another person. It's more about harnessing our own spirits, our own heart, on sparking that thunder of life inside of us. That, to me, that's what is power. Not necessarily a dominating position with another person. It's more about how you treat, how you see yourself alone in the mirror, in a space, in one room, and then being able to harness that fire, that spark, that joy, that sadness, and then with that, just learn and grow and build character, resiliency, and then push back and just breathe and live life in ways that is, the ways that just allows you to feel. And so that's one of the things that I'm taking. I'm taking a lot of things from the conversation today, but one is that clarification of what power is, and gentleness and kindness, and women, and all human beings, regardless of the ethnicity, regardless of the age, regardless of the gender, we all got so much to offer, and it's really wonderful to co-share a space and to co-create items that allow us to grow as a human being. So once again, thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Tania, and we'll see you soon again.
Thank you for having me, Nancy. Thank you.
Bye.
Our Highline Voices, 106.5 KQWZ LP FM.
We envision ourselves sitting at a round table where no one is the leader and stories are heard respectfully, regardless of gender, age, sexual orientation, disabilities, or ethnicity. We want to embrace our differences and similarities. We are creating a place where visitors can connect with the stories and each other. Our mission is we collect, preserve, and tell the stories of the Highline region and its people. We want to extend our mission outside the walls of the museum. Our Highline Voices represents us all, honoring our past, celebrating our present, and uniting to cultivate our future. This project allows us to reach out to demographics who might be unable to visit the museum. People with disabilities, low-income families, people who don't trust museums, and more. In partnership, we are launching a locally programmed new radio station at the museum, featuring recorded and live Highline's heritage, history, culture, arts, and more. Are you interested in sharing your story? Email director@highlinemuseum.org.